Okay, we are going to, hi. We're doing an amateur cooking, baking show in conjunction with our podcast episodes. These will be shorter videos, full transparency. We were told by an ad agency that we should probably be putting up more videos. So here we go. We're gonna make a chocolate chip cookie. This is not my recipe, but no recipe is somebody's own recipe. It's somebody else's recipe, so I don't know, take it up with God. So we're gonna make Bon Appetit's chocolate chip cookie recipe. It's classic, super easy, and delicious, and it makes you look like gourmet. They're like, oh my God, these look like, I don't know. Stuff you're gonna need. Classic cookie stuff. Butter, sugar, flour, chocolate chips, brown sugar, an egg, unsalted butter. I made these with salted butter one time and added salt, and it tasted like Play-Doh. It was one of the most disgusting things I've ever done. Even if it's not your recipe, if it's on a paper that you wrote, it's your recipe. That's a hot tip for you. Okay, let's get started. So first thing you're gonna do, let me tell you exactly what you need here. You need 1.5 sticks of butter, which is 3/4 cups of butter. You're gonna take half a cup of your butter and you're going to melt it on low heat. Cut your butter into little cubes like this so it all melts at the same time. Did I say that we're browning the butter? That's what we're doing. We're browning this butter. So I'm just gonna let it be there for a second. While we wait for this to brown, I'll tell you a little bit about my cooking experience. My mom claims that I don't cook. That's first of all evil and rude. I know how to cook. I have my little repertoire. I do my things, certain things. I don't like go crazy. If it takes longer than 30 minutes, I'm not doing it. I'm also a creature of habit. I like eat the same shit. We're working on that. Okay. We're foaming. The butter is gonna start browning very soon. So this is the part where you keep a watch. Butter is browned. It smells so good. Put the rest of the butter into the hot ass butter. I don't know what this does. I'm pretty sure you can just brown all of the butter, but this is what the recipe says. And we're going by the book today. While that cools off, we are going to take a smaller bowl and do the flour, baking soda, salt mix. You need 1.5 cups of flour, 1¼ teaspoon of salt, and 3/4 teaspoon of baking soda. And then you're just incorporating everything. Set that aside. Come back to your bowl of gorgeous brown butter. Now we're gonna do the wet mixture. You need 1 cup of brown sugar. This is better angle. Okay, 1 cup. This is 1/4 cup. So I'm gonna do 4 of these because math. 1/4 cup of sugar. 2 teaspoons of vanilla. We don't measure the vanilla. And I like a lot. And then an egg and an egg yolk. I read somewhere cold eggs in baking are better than room temp eggs, or it's the opposite. We'll find out. A little mixture. And if you don't know how to do egg yolks, you can do them in your hand or you can do them in the shell. Let the little gloopies fall and just transfer back and forth. Ow. Oh, this is kind of a small yolk. Teeny tiny. A preemie, if you will. That's awful. Let's go back. I think that's everything. Now we're gonna mix it. Use a handy fork. Now next, you're going to incorporate dry into wet. And you're gonna do it in thirds until you have a fully incorporated cookie dough. That is so good. We're doing chocolate chips. These are semi-sweet chocolate chips. These are not super sweet, hence semi-sweet. It calls for 6 ounces, but here's the thing. Do whatever you want because it's a chocolate chip cookie. And like, if you want 12 ounces of chocolate chip cookies in your cookie, don't let me stop you. I'm not gonna measure it. You're gonna wanna fold this in. And like, this is the part where I'm like, I think it needs more chocolate chips, believe it or not. I think this is good. Now this is the most important part of this recipe. If you want your cookies to look like those Instagram cookies that like fall flat, like are flat, but they're like puffy a little bit on the top, you have to refrigerate the dough for at least an hour. I should show you the dough. I'll show you after. And now we wait. Okay, it's been an hour. We're gonna put these in the oven.
You gotta do that again without me in it. I don't want to be in this.
Okay, I'll take you out of it. Coconut oil spray. If you don't want to be in it, then you gotta go, because I'm not gonna redo any of this.
Don't put me in this.
It's good. Okay. Come on, man. All right. I've lined 2 baking trays with parchment paper and put a little bit of coconut oil on them. I'm gonna make pretty big cookies. That's pretty big. I like to just get a cookie and be like, I only needed that one cookie, you know? Oh wait, you know what? I'm making this for a friend's house and she has like 6 people coming over, plus her parents, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm gonna make them smaller. Each person should be able to have like a cookie and a half, 2 cookies if they want, you know? I think it's better to show up with like multiple cookies as opposed to like, I made 7 cookies for 12 people. So yeah, we're gonna do this. Let's speed this up. Okay. I know what you're thinking. Gorgeous. I'm gonna put you over here, actually. Putting both of these trays in at 375. Alexa, set a timer for 10 minutes.
10 minutes, starting now.
And then we wait. It's been exactly 10 minutes. I just took them out. Let me show you. They look not spread out, and I don't know why that is. But they taste good, I swear. While they're still hot, you take your flaky sea salt and you do a little... They have not turned out the way that I had hoped. I'm just being honest. Usually they really like flatten out, and I think maybe because they're not big enough, whatever, who cares? The other thing, don't take them off the baking tray for like at least 10 minutes because there's still residual heat from the thing. It's like, you know, you've made cookies before. This isn't like your first rodeo. So I'm gonna let them wait, and then we'll take a bite and we'll like open them and do a thing. I'm gonna take my hair down for this because we're not making the cookies anymore. Okay, let's take a good cookie. I mean, that's pretty good. Shall we? Ooh, baby. Bon appetit. No pun intended. That is, oh my God, that's good. I will say, needs like the teensiest bit more of salt because the salt didn't really like adhere the way it normally does when it's like flat. These are like a little puffed up. It's fine, they're so good. The salt. What is it with salt and chocolate? Salt and chocolate. Sorry that that's a really good name for a bakery. Salt and chocolate. That was a chocolate chip cookie. I think next I'm gonna show you how to make my spicy teriyaki salmon with broccolini and rice. It's the most delicious thing you'll ever eat in your life, and it takes literally 20 minutes to make. So that'll be next. Let's see if Jolene wants to try a cookie. Hold on. Do you want to try a cookie? Come on. Come on. It's gonna freak you out. The last time I made the cookies, it was the Play-Doh cookies, and it was like recording? Bad.
Still recording?
Yeah. I actually think these are gonna knock your socks off.
Knock your socks off? Fucking nerd.
That's actually the best cookie I've ever made. Is it not? They didn't flatten the way that I wanted them to, but like, it's the best cookie I've ever made. He's not saying anything, which means it's the best cookie I've ever made. Seriously, can you say something?
I'm speechless. It's very delicious.
See? You should make them. Make them for your man. Make them for your family. Make them for your mom. Make them for your dad. Make them for yourself. Okay, bye.